Yo, what's good people? It's your boy Kingsley back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video to what you're used to. Today's going to be my 2022 recap. So we're going to start at the very beginning of the year. I want to make sure that this one's really genuine. I want to tell you guys about the trials and tribulations that I've been through. So if you're a new trader or a trader that's gaining some experience, that maybe you'll be able to learn something from it and maybe you won't have to make the same mistakes. And it's going to be great for my diary because I'm going to reflect on this in a few years. I'm going to be glad that I made this video. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the beginning of 2022 is the time when I decided that I wanted to trade on the 5-minute chart using supply and demand. So I've been trading that system for the whole year. Like from the beginning of the year, first day of the year literally. I can't remember when my first trade was, maybe the 1st or 2nd of January this year. Right up until basically the 16th of December. So for the whole of the year. Obviously in the beginning, I wasn't too profitable with it. I was still making mistakes. I started really well actually, if I remember correctly. I started really well and then kind of started making mistakes. Had a few trials and tribulations. The main one is that I was struggling really badly with my take profit, where I was going to put it. So that's really something that I put work in this year to kind of rectify. And I think I'm finally at that point right now where it's no longer a problem. But yeah, so we were trading supply and demand on the 5-minute, we were learning, etc. I think I tried one challenge around that time. Wasn't a pass. Maybe I first passed phase 1, but wasn't able to pass phase 2. I don't know, but I know that I didn't pass it. I know that there was a time when I didn't pass, so maybe I done 2. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, let's continue. So in about April time, I actually come across this. So these are called magic keys. I've maybe spoken about these before in my previous videos, but they're super helpful. I'm going to leave a description, I'm going to leave a link in the description, below, because I would recommend getting them to everybody who trades. I'm a scalper, so they're really beneficial to me in basically calculating my risk and helping me to risk exactly what I want, so I'm not under leveraging or over leveraging in my account. That's not what I want to be doing. I want to be making sure that I'm keeping, like, if I'm risking 1%, if I'm risking 1.5%, that's what I'm risking. Nothing more, nothing less. So it's been really helpful in that way. Actually, the reviews online can be a bit mixed. They say sometimes they're not great. I actually think that they're super helpful. I've never had any issues. I got the newer ones. But yeah, so this purchase really helped me in my risk management. Basically sorted me out because obviously before, although I was calculating my own risk, it's hard because imagine I've over leveraged, so instead of risking 1%, I've risked 1.5%, right? That happens. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do another trade, and then this time I've under leveraged because I've used the same lot size, but the amount of pips has changed. And then, so I lost 150 quid, and then, or 1.5%, and then I lose, and then I win, I get a good trade, and I win like 0.75 because I've under leveraged. So it's really stopped me from having to calculate my risk at all. Really helpful, would recommend it. I'm a scalper, super beneficial for me. But yeah, so I would really recommend getting that to any trader that's coming through. What next? So we were early in the year, my trading was going okay. I did pass phase 1, and then I was kind of just dedicated to continue to trade supply and demand on the 5-minute. And then so the second half of the year come about. So I was still, making trades. I think I failed the phase 2, so it wasn't a big deal. But then the second half of the year started, and since then I've really kind of adjusted my strategy. I made a few changes. I use like 2 indicators now as well, which I'll get to in another video. But now I'm profitable. So the second half of the year I've been profitable throughout. I think I was from about, I think my journal goes back to about June, July. And since then, I've actually managed about a 60% win rate. That's from the middle of the year to the end of the year. In the last quarter, I think I managed like a 73% win rate. Those numbers are correct. They're in my journal. I'm not going to show you my journal because there's a lot of information in there. And to be honest, you'll be just looking at it like, what is this? So that's been my win rate. So for the second half of the year, I think I said 63%, didn't I? Something like that. And then 73% or 72%. Around them, I think it's like 72.5. But anyway, so coming into the second half of the year, we started to become profitable. I started to do the bigger challenges, so I tried a couple of 35k accounts. and I failed the first one, or break even the first one, and then I passed phase 1. So we passed phase 1, we're feeling good. Going to trade in the phase 2, I struggle a bit with this one. I'm not entirely sure what it was. I actually do think that the account size was too big for me at the time, so there was a lot happening in my life, so also seeing those numbers on the screen each time was kind of tough, and I think that's why I failed. So then from that point forward, I actually went down onto smaller accounts, and since then I've been trading 20k accounts, and I passed one right at the end of the year. So that's what we wanted to do for the whole year. So I managed to pass the account, and now I'm a funded trader. I've been making progress on my personal account. Towards the end, literally at the end of this year, I actually thought that I wasn't going to get funded. I was kind of a little bit gutted because I've been trading the same strategy for a year. So come on, someone's got to come of it. And yeah, I didn't think I was going to get funded, but then all of a sudden my trading honestly just flew. I flew through the phase 2, and now I've actually received like 2 payouts already. So massive end to the year. I'm really happy with it. I've moved house this year too, so that's obviously like been a bit of an issue with my trading, because obviously moving to a new setting, you've got to adjust, you've got to get really used to your new environment, all that stuff. But honestly, the second half of the year I've just been killing it. So going into the new year, I'm really happy. I feel like my strategy now, I told you the last quarter, I think it is, yeah, 73% win rate, 72.5, whatever it may be. But I think the last month and a half that I traded, I got about an 85% win rate, which is crazy good. Obviously that's the reason that I passed though, because the win rate was so high. So yeah, it's been really good to end the year, and I'm really looking forward to how this year is going to pan out. I think that all that's going to happen is going to be continued success, and obviously I'm going to try and get the bigger funded accounts. But I'm actually going to be releasing a few things this year. I'm going to try and be more consistent with my YouTube, and try and release some more educational stuff, and potentially a course for everyone to learn to trade the same way I do. If you like being on the 5 minute, this one's going to be for you guys. But yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm actually planning to move house soon again, so that will give me some more space to do a lot more videos, which I'm looking forward to, because I think the YouTube side of it will be fun to look back on. But yeah guys, that's basically it for my 2022 review. Going into 2023 with a very positive outlook, and I guess as a summary of the year, so we started off trading 5 minute supply and demand. Wasn't successful in the first 6 months, but we still continued, turned up every day. Every day we turned up and we traded 5 minute chart every day for the year. Every day that I could anyway, that's 5 days a week if I could, around work. Then we got the magic keys. So the magic keys changed my risk management, which was good, really changed the game for me. And then the second half of the year, we basically moved house so we could invest more into the funding accounts and stuff like that. Worked out beneficial in the end because we got funded by the end of the year. Obviously not in the beginning, but my strategy more or less as well, I just want to say to you guys, is kind of based around the funded accounts. Like, I literally trade it on my personal, sure, but it's based around the funded accounts, which is cool because the funded accounts obviously have rules. I adhere to those rules, so I've kind of made a rule base based on the funded accounts, which is cool, works for me anyway. But yeah, so then at the end of the year, we managed to get funded, and now going into 2023, we're a funded trader who's going to be looking to secure some bigger accounts. So yeah, I look forward to sharing this year with you guys, and I'll see you in 2023.